software. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the app after I've downloaded it. And what you'll see here is that on the website, as you go down the page, the download information for Windows or Mac or Linux, if you're using that, are available there. So let's go back over. When you first open the screen, the software, this is what you will see. In the top here, you can see that I've done some searches earlier, and we have a number of different databases that we can use for our research. I'm going to be using Google Scholar, so I'm going to click on Google Scholar, and that will open this. Now you can see that we have, let me get my annotation going here. We have authors, so we can put it in by author. We can also put that in. We can put that in by the publication name. We can use title words and keywords. You will mostly use title words or keywords, and I prefer to use keywords most of the time. The other thing I want to show you is that you can do it by years. So let's take a look at one example. And what I'm going to do now is type in just the author, and I'm going to type in my name, Jonathan Cooley. Now I'm not filling in any of the years, and I'm going to do a search. And what you'll see is a bunch of data coming up, and here's a bunch of different Cooleys, J. Cooley, and not all of these are mine. Now I want to narrow down. You'll notice that this is a 1998 and it's about modern geology. So one of the things I can do is go here into the years, and I'm going to put from 2000 to 2010, and I'll do a new search. Let's see what happens. Oh, it tells me there's no matching data found. Well, what if I do from 2010 to 2020? And I do a search, because in your research, you probably want mostly current articles. Remember that it takes 2 to 4 years for someone to do a study and get it published. So even the data that you get from this year, 2021, is probably 2 to 3 years old. That's why we're doing academic research here of published papers. And it's available on Google Scholar as well. But this is a very handy tool. We're going to do the search again. Now you see there are several here. And I know that I did do this delivering optimal real-time management. This one is not mine, so I'm going to click off that one. I don't want that one. Marketing channel attitudes. I can adjust these columns so that I can see more about them. I can see what the publication is, who the publisher, and what type it is. And so I'm going to expand this mostly so I can see. And so marketing channel attitudes of Chinese business-to-business companies. Yes, that's one I want. Introduction, business-to-business marketing in China, digital or traditional, meaning either internet-based or like advertising-based. A classification of all, we don't want that one. Business marketing in China, let's take a look at those. They might be repetitive, but that's okay. And I'm going to click off the last two. Now, some of the very interesting things I can do here is, let's say that I want to look at this article. If I double click on this article, it will actually open the website of where that data is available, or that publication. Now some of these are free, some of them are paid. You'll want to only use the free ones. I'm going to open this up just a little bit more if I can figure out how to do that. But you can see that it's taken me to the actual article, and here's a PDF that I can download. And I can also see the abstract, which is a description of the article. So when you're doing searches for articles, academic articles, just read the abstract. If the abstract doesn't tell you what you want to know, you don't want to use that one. So let's go back to the software. There's a number of other ways. I need to reposition my screen. There's a number of other ways to do this. Let's say I don't know the author. I don't care what the author is. But what I do want to know is, I want to know about real-time real-time manufacturing. And I'm going to change my search. I want to look at all articles from 2000 to 2020, and I do a search again. It takes a few minutes. You don't have to let this run forever, but I do want to show you what happens if we let it run a little bit. I can cancel this at any time, so I'm going to cancel it here because you can already see we have a lot of articles showing up. And there's a lot of information here. So you'll notice real-time manufacturing. This is by different authors. Here are all the authors, and here are the citations. So I can sort this by saying by clicking here, which are the most cited articles, meaning that other academics have read it and have used it. And you'll see as you go down that you can scale them that way. If I want to go the other way, I click again and it'll do from the smallest to the largest. I can also alphabetize the authors, and there you are alphabetizing the authors. How many per year? I can rank them per year. I can do which ones rank number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is a very versatile way to do your analysis. Now, over here you can see that I've gotten a lot of information which is somewhat current. So what I'm going to do is redo this search, and I say I only want things from 2010 to 2020, and I'll redo the search. There it goes. It's running. I'll let it go a little bit, and I want to cancel it here. We have quite a bit of data. You don't have to let it run the whole time. There are many other things now that we can tell from this. You can see that over here the publication years are shown, the citations, the numbers of paper are 40, so there's 40 listed here. Had I let it run longer, there might be 120. How many citations per year, the number of authors, 3.9, and some other data. Now, I can go through here and say, okay, I want to look at this real-time capturing. I don't care about RFID, so I'm going to eliminate the RFID. It means radio frequency identification data. We don't care about that. Here's another one on that. And so I can go down this list and then sort them again by the ones that I've selected. Okay, and you'll see that as you go down here, near the bottom are the ones that I have eliminated. So this is very flexible. Now you also know that I can pick any one of these and click on it and go to that citation. Now here I have my data. What if I have too much? I can put a comma and I'm going to say China. Let's see if there's anything on China for real-time manufacturing. There goes my search again. You can see that 21, we have a maximum of 1,000 results, which we're not going to want. I'm going to cancel it at 50. So I'm waiting for this number to hit 50. Maybe they won't go to 50. There's 50, and I'm going to cancel it here. Now you can see made in China. So now we have those with the keywords real-time manufacturing and China. Okay? And if you'll notice something else as I scroll down here, you still don't see my paper. It could be because I haven't been quoted enough, not enough people have downloaded it, or it has more information later. So what if I want to find those by me? I can type in Cooley here, redo the same search, and let's see if there's any in there. There it is, marketing channel of Chinese buyers. So now I've been able to narrow it down. So one of the things to use this for is to narrow down the search for just the data that you want. There we go. Now we've got 60. And I'm going to cancel it there. Now, one of the real powers here is, let's go through again, and I'm going to say I don't want RFID. I still have China. Do I see any RFID, real-time information capturing, radio frequency? I don't want that one. I'm not going to go down through the whole list, but you can see how this is. Now, why is this so powerful? You can copy these results. Not only can you click on one of these and decide and rank them however you want to look at them, you can rank them by title alphabetically, publication, whether it's an engineering or atmospheric or a scientific report or a manufacturing report. But this is really powerful. Copy the results. I can now copy these results out with headers or to Excel, let's say. So I'm going to copy this to Excel with headers so that I'll get author's titles. And all I do is click on that. It is now heading out to collect information and copy the results. Okay. Those results can then be, I can start a new one over here. I'm just checking to see where the results went. So I copied the results with the header, and then I can save the results as, let's save it as a full search report. I don't want all of them. Let's do it as APA reference. And so we're going to save the results as APA references, and now it gives me a place where I can store that. I'm going to relabel this real-time manufacturing search, and save that file to documents on my computer. Now, if I go over to open up my files, I can take a look at, on this PC, documents. I'm going to search it this way. There is my download, and I can open that up. I think this, I might have saved it as an RTF file instead of a doc. It will open it up in Word, and it will put all of these into a file. And there they are. Now, had I sorted them differently, these would have been in alphabetical order. And this is one of the things I will ask you to submit in your research proposal. You'll do the search for the academic portion of the references for your topic. You will export them. Hopefully you'll have these alphabetized, because as you remember, Q comes before Z, and therefore these should have been alphabetized, and you can go through and get that to be done correctly. But then you can also go through, if you want, now that it's in Word, and say, I don't want that one, I'm going to get rid of that. And I don't want the Wong, I'm just picking arbitrarily here, I don't want that one. And I can then save that file, and by saving that file, again, I will have just the articles that I want for my paper. And so I'm going to ask you to find at least 10 academic references, and this is very easy. This is the fastest, easiest way to satisfy this need using the publisher parish. So once I've closed this, you'll notice up here I can go back and do the old searches and have them redone. So I'm going to just click on this one, and you'll see that it went back and filled in my name, and marketing was one of the things I did, and there was nothing in that search. I'm going to click it one more time, see if anything shows up. Oh, there are 3. Okay, so I've refreshed it. There are 3 articles by the author Jonathan Cooley, and those are the 3 titles. Here are the years, 2016 and 2018, from that search up here. So even if you do your search and you get stuck a little bit and need some help, you can just open up the publisher parish again, and you'll be able to refresh your screens, and then you can go off and say, what is that article? I double click on that. It's now taking me off to a website, and this website then will have the article. This one happens to be coming from our university, George Fox University. And there it is. There's the article. And again, as I told you, I'm trying to get to the, there we go. Go down and just read the abstract. If the abstract doesn't tell you what you want to know, get rid of it. Okay? And this is a publication that is publicly available. And all of these are publicly available, and they've been peer reviewed. You can see the signatures of the peer reviewers up here approving this document for publication. Okay, so that is it. That is how to use Publisher Parish. I'm happy to answer questions you may have.